Hey, so I'm back, and I did want to do a little more of a commentary that doesn't really have to do with politics, more to do with people who are creators. And this one I don't think it's going to be as complete and as authoritative as the last one. Not that that one was great, where I discussed Twitter, Gab, and what was the third one? Twitter, Gab, and whatever was it might have been Facebook, but in any case. This time we're going to talk a little about video sharing and uploading services. And there's definitely other ones that, I haven't used yet for my own videos like Vimeo or Dailymotion that I might start doing in the future, but it's just a lot of workload right now personally for me. I'm not exactly the most savvy in terms of finding the best site to service, which is why, YouTube, this you might be expecting me to criticize YouTube because, of current events, but no, this video is to talk about how, there has to be, I think, a use of YouTube in tandem with some other services because they are growing, first of all. Second of all, it's always just great to, vary your platforms, be available different areas. I mean, there's a lot of people that they'll have podcasts on Spreaker or on, on Google, Apple iTunes. It's I mean, there's no need to limit yourself. So by all means, keep using YouTube for sure. We're going to talk a little bit about the other ones. Now, the first one I want to address is PewTube, which, personally, I don't know if I can actually use it yet because the file size is so small. You need 500 megabytes is the largest size. So a lot of my videos personally are a little too long to use with that. So I haven't been able to actually upload anything, even though I do have an account down there. You can see there's 0 up there. But, if you're one of those smaller video creators, 8 minutes, 5 minutes, probably up to, 12 to 15 minutes. Why not? And it's a very low-fi, no frills service, and you just put it there. And I guess I don't know how much of a reach PewTube has right now, but why not? And especially if you're looking for that type of audience that was only looking for a shorter video, one that's more to the point, maybe one that's a little more either oriented for music or for imagery or something, and you're not looking for a long lecture or something. Why not? Use PewTube. It does say graphic violence content that uses racial epithets and overtly sexual content must be marked as not safe for work, but they'll let it go up. So just give it a shot. Minds.com does have an upload button, so you can go to videos at the top. You see, I don't know if you can even see my cursor. So you'll see at the top, see here, videos, and then upload, and then there's of course the clip button. So then I think I could actually upload this one now. So while that one's going, and it's fine. I don't think I'm going to be using the Minds one personally that much because there's simply a lot of other platforms where I can just go and use a different service and then put it on Minds. I think Minds is an excellent site for both blogging and for an alternative to Facebook. I'm not sure I'm going to be using Minds so much for the video features, although who knows? I mean, there are a number of creators, especially troll creators and very, very racist creators. And I'm just saying it because that's the way they want to be called. I'm not saying it because I really care that they're uploading the Minds. That they use Minds a lot more than YouTube because they don't really have to fear getting getting their hair over their forehead. No, they don't have to fear getting kicked off of Minds as much as with YouTube. So my mind went blank there for a second. Now the third service I haven't been able to use because I think it is a premium service of Gab, but I've heard many good things about it, especially for live streaming. And I'm not really trying to pay more money now, but I mean, think about it. It's live streaming. You can shit talk all you want. The Hard News Network does it. So let me see here. Videos. Let me see if I can even upload a video. I mean, why not? Let me see if I can. So yeah, you do need. It's the same as PewTube. So it's up to 500 megabytes is okay. So you do need shorter videos. So essentially, those three formats. I'm talking about PewTube, Minds.com, and Gab. You can upload videos, but you have to keep them short. But it's a free service to a certain extent. With Gab, you have to pay a little more. You get more, which is, I mean, they need to grow, and I love Gab so far in terms of being able to share shit and being able to splash it on Twitter as well. It's fantastic. All of these services, again, why not use them? It's not, and even YouTube. But whereas with I think the previous one I was saying, Twitter, you might want to start thinking about getting off of Twitter. It is getting into the just retarded levels of Orwellian bullshit over there. So yeah, go ahead, Gab, live streaming if you're a premium member, I think that they do. And then finally BitChute, which I'm not happy about how it takes a long time to grow there, and I'm not very big in terms of subscribership. But you can upload up to a half hour very well. You can also, this is another thing I forgot to mention with the other ones. You can also, I guess, emulate it from your YouTube account. So anything you have on your YouTube account that's in the half hour range or lower will then transfer onto your BitChute, and it's there as long as BitChute lets it be. And there's no sign so far that they're going to be the same way as YouTube. So you get it up there. It's more of a peer-to-peer network as opposed to YouTube, which it's, I guess, a central server. I'm not big on how that data works. I'm kind of ignorant in that respect, admittedly. So another thing I like about BitChute at the moment is there was that video that I've told you over and over again to share about about me exposing Rachel Maddow and her fake ass news about Bernie Sanders groups getting infiltrated by Russian trolls during the election. So I chopped it up into 3 pieces. You can see them right here, and you can view them because it was an hour and a half. So I chopped them up into 3 pieces. I uploaded them to BitChute, and then I went on Twitter and I said to I tweeted to BitChute. I said, hey, this is great. Hopefully you guys can start helping me expose fake news. I love it that I can share my content on your thing. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll retweet it. And they did, and it's gotten a little more exposure than it might have otherwise. And you can't abuse it. You can't just go to BitChute every day and say to them, yeah, why don't you retweet my video of my grandpa setting his balls on fire or something. Hypothetically, I'm not talking about mine because they haven't been in this world for years. Okay, God rest their souls. But man, I can't believe I brought something like that up. Yeah, so you can't just ask them for everything that you want to your heart's content. But if you say to them, you know, and especially people who are mid-sized to large creators, BitChute are looking to grow, and I believe they will grow. Um, because they're just looking to get creators up there, and you know, it's up to a half hour, and it's a little bit of a different format than YouTube. So, like I said, all of these services you might as well try, including PewTube, which I haven't been able to use yet, but that could change. You know, there's certain platforms that are better for different type of content, and you know, beyond those, Vimeo, Daily Motion, there's DTube. I think I haven't used DTube yet. I haven't even tried it. Let's look at DTube for a second. So there's no opinion on DTube yet. So you got like Adam Kokesh here. I think that they also use the whole. So DTube does use more of a crypto manner of working or something, because they seem to be. So DTube could also be a good one. So, you know, maybe I'll try DTube. Who knows? And the idea here is you spread on different platforms. Don't try to. I mean, yeah, sure. Get the same people from different platforms to subscribe to you. That's fine. But the idea is the more platforms you're available on, the more different people will get onto it. Because there's some people who probably prefer using Minds.com. I've already seen a number of people who almost exclusively use it, which you know, I understand that they might like it a lot. I don't understand why you exclusively use Minds or Gab for that matter. Although Gab is really the least censorship of anybody, uh, but there's some fucked up shit up there. But yeah, try any of these. It's really what do you have to lose in that respect? So leave your opinion. If you have a different experience from me, put your experience. If you have some recommendations in terms of which service gives you the best bang for your buck, whether it's in terms, you know, some people, you know, maybe musicians prefer a different one. I'm not a musician, you know, not by, you know, any stretch of the imagination. You know, I play a little guitar, but that's about it. Um, you know, every one of these platforms, I think they're essential to creating a freer and more open internet where people can at least exchange ideas and debate things. So yeah, try any one of them or try just one of them. If you still love using YouTube, there's no reason to stop using it. But if you're one of these people who gets kicked off or whatever, I mean, the alternatives are there, and you should try them. I mean, Doctor of Common Sense. I don't even know if he has an account on DTube. Let's see, Doctor of. I think they do have him. Oh, no, they don't have him. Sorry. Yeah, we'll have to see when he's got to come back. I mean, we can't have open society without him. I think actually it says DTube is powered by Steam, so I do like Steam it. So maybe DTube, you know, maybe I'm coming into there soon. We'll see what happens. Have a good night.